one of the risks of engaging with questions, especially questions that can be intense for the types of question, can be that of losing a bit the joy, the playful part, the joyful part of questioning and entering in a dialogue. And for this, so how do we do it actually? What does it mean to stay joyful when starting a dialogue about topics that might be uncomfortable? And I want to bring again another personal example to answer this that comes again from the Create Space minor, and it's about me directly. When the Color Braveness group, so the group of students that was working on issues of racism and discrimination in the Netherlands, started explaining to me what they were doing, I immediately had my first question. So my way of already thinking that I knew the answer from them intervened, and I already asked my first question as a sort of a rhetoric question. And I asked them, okay, but do you realize when you talk about color braveness that in fact you have to approach this from a specific bias position because you're all white Dutch students? And that was just my question. There was silence, there's complete silence, and that was it. So I thought, okay, they didn't answer, but they didn't need to answer. They just made the question their own, and they took it home. After 1 week or something, I got a request of two of the students to have a talk. They didn't say about what, and of course I was happy to talk to them with my colleague also, the other leading learner. And in fact, they gave me the answer 1 week later by saying that they were not biased at all, or anyway, they had considered everything they had to consider, because the one who didn't consider a tiny little factor was me. So I kind of gave for granted that they were all white Dutch students, but they were not. Two of them, in fact, have not white origins. So I had several options there. And let's say, and this also, it was an interesting moment for me because it tackled different things that for me are really important when it comes to education. And one is the possibility of asking questions, but who has the possibility of asking questions? Is the student who has the possibility, or is the teacher who is the one who has the possibility? In this case, we both kind of asked our questions because they asked me, did you actually consider this option? And I didn't. And the way of staying, and I was really extremely happy and extremely glad that they actually asked me that question, and that they took my question not in a provocative and they realized that I was not attacking them directly. It was a form of ignorance, in fact, from my side. It was a mistake. They pointed it out, so they made me accountable for what I did in an extremely dialogical way. And we both could actually find a new relationship because of that questions and answers kind of dialogue. And it created at least I hope, an even safer environment that allowed us to continue to ask questions.